Did you have any conversations about the here and now with Rodgers about his new digs in New York and how long he might think about staying there and how he's feeling and things of that nature? Anything on the Jets front that you can shed light on from your conversation?
I know he's happy. Randall Cobb has said it publicly, and I got the sense from my talk with Aaron that he's energized, happy for a new start. I myself am from the tri-state area, the New York City, Connecticut area, so I know that getting into a new city like that and getting out of Green Bay can maybe sometimes reinvigorate you. I love Green Bay, don't get me wrong, but New York City's my home, and I have it in the story, but one thing that I thought was funny, because sometimes Rodgers just can't help himself from taking shots. We were talking about kind of how the communication between him and Gutekunst only somewhat improved when he came back in 2021. And then Aaron snuck in a line saying, but it's nothing like what it's already been with the Jets in my 3 short weeks here. So he's loving it there. He's appreciated. He's getting more of what he wants than he did here. But I will say one thing really quickly that he did add as a caveat was he understands that there's this hierarchy here in Green Bay. Front office, for the most part, makes personnel decisions. Coaches coach, players play. There's no real blurring of the lines there as there may be with the Jets or other places. And while Aaron would have liked to have it differently, he does certainly understand that's how it traditionally works here, even if he doesn't necessarily agree with it wholeheartedly.
And then what about Love? Was that a bet hedge, the way that they didn't pick up a 5th-year option but just gave him another year on the contract that is less than? And what's the sense there with Love? Because the Packers are on national television just like Rodgers would be the quarterback there. It's not like a bet hedge from the league and the schedule makers. Green Bay's all over the map. We're going to see this play out in front of us nationally all year long. Matt, what's your sense there?
Yeah, I think there was a slight hedge because 3 of their 5 primetime games are in flex territory. So if Jordan Love stinks, they kind of have some flexibility there. But listen, they're cautiously optimistic, I think is the best way to put it. They really like what he gives from an intangible perspective and also his on-field skill set. But everyone acknowledges you don't know until you're thrown into the fire and face that adversity. Same was true with Aaron. He wasn't very good his first season when the Packers went 6-10. And that's why you heard Matt LaFleur, when we sat down with him in Phoenix at the owners' meetings, say, don't expect him to play like Aaron. We got to temper our expectations for this kid. The Packers are very publicly cautioning everyone who's expecting anything near what Rodgers gave this franchise. I think they're prepared for some bumps. Is this going to be a playoff team? It's possible. The NFC is not very good, especially considering the proven pieces the Packers have around him on both sides of the ball. But they like what he has both tangibly and intangibly. And I think just the general sense is everyone is refreshed and energized with the new blood, the young blood, and a new era here in Green Bay.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.